What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, check it out. We talking Eddie Hearn fight camp. Pretty successful event. Nice looking venue. He had the fireworks and carried on. I say a good job by Eddie Hearn. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. All right, so intangible boxing news in the building. First up in the building, if you haven't been over to my guy Intangible channel, go check it out. Give you the good breakdowns, great boxing content. And if you like what you hear, do what I did. Subscribe. MMA champ commentary in the building. Again, go check my man out. Do what I did. Subscribe. Kimonte Powell, my son. What's up, son? Appreciate you coming through. All right, so guys, Eddie Hearn, and you know this fight palace or what have you. Pretty nice venue. I say Eddie Hearn did a good job. Not only with the fight camp, but just in general, the whole, the card was good. The fight camp, the way he had it set up, I was actually wondering how that was going to work out. I didn't realize that Eddie Hearn's property was as big as it is. Like that guy's property is massive, man. And when I knew that he had a big house. I mean, he has a lot of money. He comes from a family with money. So I was pretty sure he had a big house, but the amount of land and then the size of that house, holy hell, that place is huge, bro. So, but again, nice venue. Like, I like the way they set it up. They had it ready for the nighttime. They got the knockouts. Y'all guys know fans always want to see the knockouts, for sure. That's what the fans want, the knockouts. So, good job. Good job by Mr. Hearn. Now, here's something that's interesting too, guys. Eddie Hearn is talking about potentially making this a summer event where he's going to do this over and over again. MMA champ commentary, I agree it was a decent. Yeah, it was good. I mean, Cheeseman. My man, I knew Cheeseman was going to get the job done. I knew Cheeseman was going to get that fight. Lot 74 in the building. What's good with your fam? Appreciate you coming through. Die Hard Casuals. What's up? So, for a lot of people, let me see. He said, I like the Cheeseman. Yo, yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Cheeseman, that was good, bro. Looking forward to Rebecca and White. Eddie said it's coming that night to watch. Yeah. They're going to have that fight there too, right? MMA champ. It's going to be at his backyard event there. Sorry, guys. Been working all day. Didn't get a chance to eat anything. Said Matchroom's headquarters in lovely rural Essex. A bit different where I live in Tottenham. Yeah. Well, a bit different where I live in Columbus, Ohio, Matchroom. Oh, Lack. I'll tell you that, dog. That's a nice place. Yeah, very, very different. But yeah, let me pull up these pictures. I want to show y'all these pictures. For everybody who didn't see, I don't know. I'm always all around the place. I might be watching a UFC event that night. Coincidentally, last night, I had to watch the Hearn event later because I was doing them. I was watching basketball. But because basketball back, man. Taylor Pursuit, man, that is going to be a battle. That's going to be a battle. So, yeah, they are. AJ is coming to watch ringside. I heard. Yep. No, he don't have to pay for a ticket. Looking forward to White Quebec. Yeah, I want to see that too. Hit the like, family. Thank you. Thank you, Jahar Casuals. All right, let me get these pictures up. I keep saying it again. I want to get to the comments while I got the chance because y'all know me, man. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Got to pull the pictures up first, guys. I'll pull them up. Can't see them. All right, there it goes. All right, bam. Here we go. Here we go. Slideshow. Eddie Hearn. All right, so boom. There we go. So, man, this dude, like, I didn't know it was that much land and that much. Like, look at the size of that house, fam. That dude's house is massive. I mean, let me move the article out. I mean, that thing is huge, but just the whole setup, and you can imagine when they allow fans to come, or, you know, other people come to spectate, man, he could still do an event there. I mean, it's his house. I'm not sure if I had a house like that, if I would want it to be anything of a sports venue or have a bunch of people in my damn yard like that. But it's a lot of money involved in that, and you know. But just that house alone, man, it's a massive, massive. All right, so on to the next one. Man, I gotta learn how to switch that without taking my daggone thing down. All right, so like I said, man, he had the fireworks going, all of that. They go another picture of how it was at night. Y'all know what I mean? Let me see. Did that come up? Is that how I switch it? No. How Casual said his fam had bread. Yeah, they did. And now he has his own though. Like, so yeah, they had money, but now he has his own because that's his place. Not bad for set off his workplace. Yeah, I tell you that. That's nice. They do snooker, darts, boxing, and more. Wow. It's Matchroom headquarters. Yeah, smoke. You know what I mean? Pretty sure it's his place of business, not his actual home. I don't know. Regardless of what it is, he owned it. It's nice. Smoke says Matchroom headquarters. Yeah. Well, they hooked it up. Whatever the place is, they hooked it up real nice. They hooked it up real nice. And another thing, Eddie Hearn is like I said, he's planning on having like summer events there, annual events there. He's talking about making this a regular thing. Now, here's another thing. He's moving into a reality. He's talking about doing a reality show there. You know, these young fighters and stuff like that. And I was reading this article about that, right? And whoever wrote the article was, I mean, let's not get it wrong. I think Eddie Hearn is great. You know, he has great ideas. Chin Smoke in the building. What's good, Martin Ramos? What's up with you, Martin Ramos? Junior Moreno. What's up, my man? Don Makaveli in the building. What's good with you? Appreciate y'all coming through. I think that Eddie Hearn is brilliant. Like, he's good for boxing. He's definitely a visionary, but this particular reporter was giving him too much credit for the reality show. And again, I think Eddie Hearn's a visionary, but That reporter need to pump his brakes because he didn't envision that idea. Is the way he wrote the article. You got the contender. You got UFC, the UFC fighting championship. I mean, was that dude thinking about those two series? Those two series been out. I still think that it would be smart for Eddie Hearn to jump on that bandwagon, so to say. And this would be a perfect place to do it. Like, he's staging fights there. He got the reality show running, bringing up, up and coming fighters. I think that's a smart move. But we can't act like he envisioned all this, like he made all of this up. I mean, yeah, you got the contender, Ultimate Fighter for the UFC. They've been out. But anyway, you know how some people are. So, but outside of that, so the fights, Cheeseman versus Egg, man. Cheese and Eggleston. Now, I was waiting for this fight. Let me move this out the way. I was waiting for that fight, and I picked Cheeseman, but Cheeseman did a little better than I thought he would do. I knew he was going to win, but he did a little better than I thought he would do. And may say, no, that's not his house. He lives somewhere else. That's his dad's house to live. Oh, okay. Well, their house. They own the house. That's a huge place. That's a huge place. Does his parents still live there? Is that still their house? My UK fans, lap 24, 74, I meant. It's his old family home where he grew up. I got you, Don. I got you. Said die hard, smoke. And he gets love and hate in equal measures. Yeah, he does. He does. And I was supposed it's over in the UK, but definitely over here. I think here in America, he probably gets more hate than love. Because, people love their Bob Arum, or they love their Al Heyman, PBC. You know what I mean? So I think over here in America, Eddie Hearn get more hate. And he doesn't get his just due. Because, again, I think he's one of the better promoters in boxing. And bringing forth this whole fight camp situation, man, look, that's just going to bring in more money to the sport. Going to get more viewers in. And here's something we got to think about when it comes to this fight camp. This is why I think it's so brilliant. So, UFC, they got ESPN and all of that. Well, Eddie Hearn is already plugged in with the local media out there in the UK. But for a national or international, he got the Zone. The Zone is going to support that. If he comes with this reality boxing show, the Zone is going to support that. He's already in bed with them. So now he already has immediate exposure for this show, right? He doesn't have to pay any studio. Or I don't know, he might make a deal with his dad, or I don't know if it's the family house or whatever, but not much to worry about there because the Hearn family has control of that property. But just the exposure, the Zone probably going to want to jump on it because they need anything they can get at this point to get exposure, to get people to watch the Zone. So it's like a win-win situation for all of them. And like I said, he's talking about running something with this annually, doing like a summer event, and then, like I said, doing the reality show, and doing a special annual fight there. So he's got big plans for this place. And I think that the first look this first event he put on was a success because I liked it. I like what I saw. I like the fights. I like the action. And I mean, some nights we're not going to get all the fights, but he's going to follow that up with the Derek Chisora card. So, man, that's going to be 2 smoking events back to back, which is good, which is what we need because that garbage Bob Arum put on, look, man, that's not going to help our sport. But we needed that show that Eddie Hearn put on. And then the PBC, regardless of if you like the PBC or not, they got a good card coming. They got a really good card coming. So you'll have this good performance, the fight camp that Eddie Hearn just put on. Then you have the PBC following up with their card, and Eddie Hearn putting on another good card with the Chisora card. All we need now is for Bob Arum to come out the pocket, pay Teofimo Lopez, and put on that fight. Everybody needs that fight, Bob Arum. Top Rank needs it. ESPN needs it. The Sport of Boxing needs it. Everybody needs that fight. And you have to put on a good card because your last cards were trash. Let's get this straight. Top Rank, they at the bottom right now. We're throwing in these cards post-COVID pandemic. Now, if the PBC card go through, they're going to pass with flying colors. Eddie Hearn just passed with flying colors. I'm pretty sure he's going to work something with the zone in the first card they put on. I'm pretty sure that's going to be pretty solid. So Top Rank got to step it up. I'm eating hominy and fish sticks, Martin. Hominy and fish sticks. Good for you. All right. It's the PBC/LDBC who hate on Eddie Hearn in America, mainly the Wilder. No, it's a lot more people. You'd be surprised. But they are a huge hate group for sure. I will give you that, Don Makaveli. But it's a lot more people hating on Hearn because of the American versus UK situation. You know what I mean? And Hearn's coming in doing amazing work. And remember, when you do good, when you do the best, that's when people hate on you. Hearn's arguably the best promoter right now. I mean, if you consider overall what they've done in boxing and all of that, of course, then we'll start talking about Bob Arum and that aspect. But as of right now, I don't care what anybody say. As of right now, I say Hearn is the best promoter. So when you're the best, you touch the hate. That's why they hate on him. But it's a lot more people than just the LDBC and you know, PBC lovers. I can tell you that. Because it's a lot of people that's diehard Bob Arum, Top Rank. They don't like Hearn either at all. A lot of Golden Boys diehards, you know, a lot of Americans, period. Eddie looking at becoming a Dana White of boxing. Yeah, he did talk about that. You know, I still say it's a, you know, he's got a long way to go. But as I said when I did that live, I did a live about that Don Makaveli, Eddie Hearn. Go check it out when you get the time. The thumbnail got Eddie Hearn, like you got the world held in his hand, Eddie Hearn on the picture. You'll know which one it is. But on that live, I was saying that Eddie Hearn is doing things to move himself in the direction to have a lot of control over the sports. And the whole thing about the becoming the Dana White of boxing is, if you do go back and listen to that live, we talked about it. A major factor of him, like he'll never be a Dana White of boxing, but to have a lot of control and to force certain situations, a major factor for him to be able to accomplish that, where he has that type of muscle, is if for some reason those PBC rumors became true and the zone made an acquisition of the PBC. If they acquired that stable with what Matchroom, the Zone already have, then they could position themselves to be, you know, the prime guy. A lot of muscle they would have. So, and then he would be somewhat of that image. Totally being a Dana White never happened. Sanctioning bodies will never allow that. Right there, that's the first problem you got to deal with. Not only problem, but the first problem is the multiple sanctioning bodies. But Dana White is one belt, Dana's belt. No other belts. He controls everything. Sis, what's up with your sis cat in the building? The cheese outdid egg. Yes, ma'am. Yes, he did. Cheeseman did him up. Did him up. He said Eddie got like 200K versus ESPN 60K viewership. Ah, yeah. It was way better and it was worth it. It was worth it. I wish I was watching basketball, but I watched it, you know, later. I watched replays of the fights and stuff, but I was watching basketball. But I seen the venue, I seen how you had it set up. I was like, man, this is beautiful. You know, some shit I'm gonna miss. I missed the UFC card this Saturday because I was me and my man Lewis Sports Network was doing live commentary for that Lakers-Toronto game, which I couldn't miss that. And Toronto upset the Lakers. So I was glad I decided to do that instead of watch the UFC card. But y'all know, speak your mind sports talk. I can't watch them all. I missed some boxing matches too doing that Lakers-Toronto game. But I don't regret it, man. That was a game, and they upset the Lakers. That's what I love. I love that. I ain't a Lakers fan or Toronto fan, so I had no horse in that race, but it was a good game. Yes, indeed, unbiased. Disgusting. And that's what I was just saying. Like, those cards suck, bro. It's Bob that's in the position now. Everybody talking about T.O. ducking. Well, Bob messing up boxing. How about that? Bob need to pay Teofimo to help out all of us boxing because his last two cards were garbage. That kid wants some more money? Give him some more money because you need to put on a good card. And that's the hottest thing he got smoking right now. Teofimo Loma. Everybody want to see it. That's the hottest thing Top Rank got smoking right now. And then people sit up here and say, yeah, well, I know Bob's fucking them over. But why y'all ain't putting no heat on Bob? We need boxing. And he just gave us two terrible cards. Why y'all not talking about that? I ain't getting back into that, though. America versus UK is a Hearn myth. No, it's not, Smoke. No, it's not. It's a lot of fans that I'm talking. Well, what I was talking about was the fan side of things, Smoke. That's no myth. It's us against them. As far as the fighters and that shit that Hearn talking about, you know, I don't know. You could be right about that. Like, you know what I mean? But from the fan side and the support of boxing, oh yeah, it's a us against them. It's a America versus UK. It's an America versus everyone. Are you kidding me? America, the arrogance of this country. The arrogance of this country alone makes what I'm saying true, Smoke. Just the sheer narcissistic mentality of the American culture makes what I'm saying true. It's definitely America versus the UK. When these fans are concerned, please don't get me started. Bro, what's good with you, fam? Eddie couldn't make White versus AJ rematch or Khan versus Brook. So what? What's your point? There's a lot of fights a lot of the promoters couldn't make. He ain't gonna get them all. He's still doing better than all the other ones to me. I don't care what you say. Well, it's gonna be fights he didn't make, so what? Did Bob Aaron make Spence versus Crawford yet? I mean, shit. That don't really mean nothing to me. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing, Smoke. I was like, I'm just joking. ESPN needs their star fighters to fight ASAP. Facts, YC. Facts. What's up, Smoke? All right, get your mic straight, Smoke. You know,
oh yeah, what's up, man? What's happening? What's happening with it?
What's good? All right, now since you up, let's get this started. You say Eddie couldn't make White versus AJ rematch or Colin Brook. What's your point in that? What you trying to say? I want you to break it down, son. What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that Eddie, like this whole idea about Dana White, like Dana White couldn't make fights. Eddie Hearn won't be able to make fights. This idea that UFC just makes all the fights and boxing doesn't. It's a false narrative. I get that UFC is trying to come up. They're trying to market themselves. They want to be as good as boxing or better than like all this stuff. They want to be where boxing is. They just need to, like, I think combat fight fans need to just enjoy the UFC for what it is, enjoy boxing for what it is, and stop with this whole mixing and matching, because it's not an apples to apples comparison. It just isn't.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the hell is going on there. Well, I don't know. It's not an apples to apples comparison, but you can still make some comparisons, Smoke. I mean, that's the thing, bro. You like I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's who's giving us the fights and where they're coming from. Right? And that's what
but I mean, who is it?
Hold on. We can't hold the casual fan, because remember, bro, a lot of what we sit up here and talk about is just really based on the perspective that's going to be pushed to the casual fans. We're trying to get the truth out to the casual fans and get them to see it clearly. So I see what you're saying, Smoke. We're trying to get people to see that type of stuff clearly. But also, we just try to make sure that they're not fooled by the foolery out there, like the deception that Bob puts up. So what you got to keep in mind, Smoke, is at some extent, although you may be right, you may be correct, remember this type of information is going to the casual fans. We kind of trying to catch them up to speed, not confuse them. That shit you saying, that's too deep. That's too deep. It's true, but it's too deep. You ain't gonna be able to correlate that. So let's try to break up the simple argument, because the argument is gonna exist. What you say, with that understanding, Smoke, what you say, the argument stops, right? Now we don't have to have this silly argument if everybody understood it that way, right? But they ain't gonna understand it that way, and we are gonna keep having these silly arguments. So with that sentiment, you know what I mean, Smoke? With that sentiment, I hear what you're saying, but what you gonna do with that, bro?
Yeah, I mean, right. So, you know, I get it. I get it. I get that this is that we are combating a marketing strategy, right? So right. I'm just pointing out the fact that it is a marketing strategy. That's all it is. It's not like UFC, you know, doesn't delay fights, marinate fights, can't make fights. It's not like Eddie Hearn can't make fights, doesn't make fights. This idea that, you know, that Dana White is some god of making fights, or that Eddie Hearn is going to be able to be a god of making fights. Neither one of these guys are really this in any way. And then also, like, I get the idea that you want to make your product stand out, but I personally don't like the marketing, the tactic of trying to denigrate the other product in the process. I'm just not a big fan of that. Like, you know,
but they all do. Is historically known.
No, I don't. I'm just saying it's a marketing strategy. I'm just saying it's a marketing strategy. I'm not saying it's not anybody. Like Clorox does it, right? Like Coke does it. Coke is better than Pepsi. Like Coke Zero is better than Pepsi Zero. I mean, I get it. I'm just saying, as a marketing strategy,
campaigns, they do it, Smoke. You know?
No, I'm saying everybody. I'm not saying. No, I got it. I'm saying, like, as a marketing strategy, I'm more interested in making sure that my product is a master of its own space, not trying to boost my product by denigrating yours. Like if somebody likes your product and they're happy with it, cool. I'm not trying to steal your customers. I'm just trying to show that I have something out there in the market that you might like. Check it out. That's just me personally. That's just a personal preference of mine.
Yeah, I feel you, but I mean, like, it's all done. It's always done. Cat says there's so much sporting events out now. Fans are overwhelming and flipping back and forth to channel. Facts, bro. Like, yeah, I was doing that the other night. We are in a boxing drought. He said, D, we are in a boxing drought until August 15th. But at least we have Speak Your Mind Sports Talk Daily stream. My man, and he dropped bars on y'all. Read that and listen to how he just dropped bars on you. That's what's up, Mods Alert. Matter of fact, Mods Alert. Mods Alert. That one deserves a modification. I like that. I should coin that. Of course, can't really coin that because August 15th going past here soon. All right, but anyway.
Yeah, just to piggyback your comment about USA versus everything, right? So yes, there is that aspect of it, USA versus everything, but the USA versus UK rival, there's no rivalry there. There's not interesting enough. They don't have enough fighters. The fighters aren't good enough. Like, there's just no rivalry. That is something that Eddie Hearn is trying to push down our throats. Like, I got it. You got a couple of heavyweights, and that's nice.
No,
and you got a couple of super middleweights, and that's nice. And you got a couple of whoever else you got. That's cool. There's no rivalry happening. There's just no rivalry there. I mean, if anything, we as an American fight fans, I like it when the UK comes over with all their singing and song, and they get mollywopped and go right the fuck back home.
All right. Before I respond to that, let me holler at some people who stepped in the building, because when I went to hook up Mods Alert, I seen that a lot of people stepped in. Martin Ramos, I think I shouted you out already. Khabib's hot. UK versus USA is the malice in the palace. Yeah, bro, it's a real rivalry. I'm getting ready to get back to that. Appreciate you for stepping in, Khabib's hat.
The malice in the palace. Are you kidding me? Okay, yeah. Like if you said USA versus Mexico.
Whoa. Let me finish giving out these shout outs. God damn. Peter, Big Peter in the building, malice in the palace. He laughed at that too, Smoke. See, he got somebody else. Damn, unbiased. Boxing and true crime in the building. Kelly Jefferson, that's my daughter. That's my baby. My oldest daughter. But then again, hey, Pops, looking good. Yeah, that's my oldest daughter. Because both of them names is Kay Jefferson, Kira and Kadia. So, kind of threw me for a loop there. Raider from LA, what's good with your Raider? My man Tone in the building. What you say, Raider? Raider said Top Rank giving horrible fights. ESPN should be pissed paying all that money to Top Rank for fights. ESPN should light a fire under Bobby's ass to get some good fights done. Yeah, they should say take some of that $60 million we gave you and give Teofimo Lopez about 600 more thousand. Make the kid happy. Make the motherfucking fight happen. That's what they should tell him, Raider. That's what they should tell him. But thanks for sliding through, Raider. Best in the building. What's good? He said, why you compare UFC to boxing? What point is being made? It's like comparing football to basketball. What's the point? Right. No point. No point at all. You look at football network and you look at basketball. Football doubles that shit, bro. Like 8.7 million for football and 4.2 million for basketball. More than double. No comparison. Apples and oranges. Two different sports. Two different atmospheres. No need to compare. And you couldn't take a certain model from football and the way these guys get paid and apply it to basketball. No fucking way. It wouldn't work in those sports. So it's the same thing with boxing and UFC. People need to stop making the comparison. I mean, pay-per-view, the UFC catching boxing and doing good pay-per-views is really where people start to lose their minds with this comparison. That's what I think. Yeah, I know it was you, Kira. I know it was you because Kadia's still in the bed. That child stayed up all night playing on the doggone computer. That's what made me realize it was you. She would have came down and said something to me about that. Now fight camp started. That's gonna set up nice for a few good weeks. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, we might not be dead. Who was that to say we dead for the next 2 weeks? Maybe not. Maybe Hearn might throw on another little good card. They got a lot of exciting young fighters over in the UK, man. He could find a couple of good cards to put on. Big Peter, I think Dana's true competition is Eddie Hearn, but this pandemic has flipped tables. Yep, the lack of content from other stables make PBC look good. Well, yeah, see, like, I don't think PBC fans should be overzealous too, because this is one card. They have to follow up too. So we can't just go praising PBC for everything over this one card. It's just this one card is extremely significant because of the state of boxing right now. So that one card is huge. So we got to give PBC the PBC just due, because we need, all of us need a card like that. I don't care what anybody say. And that's the thing with that PBC card. Again, just like I think it's Hashman say, nobody's high go smoke. Nobody's below praise or beyond criticism. You know what I mean? So PBC is not below praise, bro. This is a great card. We need this card, and we don't need that trash that Bob Arum was giving us. We need what Eddie Hearn put on, whether you like Eddie Hearn or not. The fight camp card was nice. The ambiance, the atmosphere, that was nice. It's what we need in boxing.
More. Are you talking about the Sam Eddington fight, or were you talking about the Cheeseman Eddington fight we just had?
Yes, I liked it. Why didn't you like it? You didn't like that fight?
I mean, I was just talking about. I'm just making sure we're talking about the right card. But
what
okay.
About the Jordan Gill fight? That was a good fight. Dalton Smith got the knockout. What are you talking about? Smoke, that was a good card. Don't be hating, man. Don't be hating. Was that card
not man, I like that. Listen, I like
that card that Bob Arum gave us?
So the one Maloney card, like the one Maloney fight, that was all right. Like the Maloney brothers was all right, right? That was cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go around praising it, but that's the thing. I'm not gonna praise top. I wasn't gonna praise Matchroom for that. I'm not gonna praise top. I mean, it is what it is.
No, you hating. If PBC put on a card that interesting, you be all over it. I don't even care.
You are absolutely out your mind. This is how you guys go boxing. Here's the thing. This is the difference between me and you guys. I like skills. Like, you guys are tripping off of politics and off of representation and organization and resumes and all this crazy shit. For me, I just like to watch guys who can actually fight. That's it. I don't need atmosphere. I don't need weird ass commentary. I don't need none of that stuff. I just need two guys who know what the fuck they're doing. That's it. I'm not interested. You know, and that's not what I got. Sorry. I got it once. Kind of with the Maloney brothers, but so far since this pandemic has been back, I have not got two highly proficient operators in the ring facing each other. Not yet.
Well, you ain't looking at boxing, then. Kieran Jefferson, you have an excuse. Your pops, he's getting. yeah. And y'all gotta keep in mind, Bob Arum resume shits on Al Heyman's resume. Who gave us the most exciting fights, most throughout history of sports. PBC has shown me, I mean, overall, but that's not really, so, okay. So like we say, comparing football to basketball, it's not a fair comparison either. Because if they've been around for the same amount of time, right, then we could make the comparison, but you can't compare a fighter that has 70 fights to a fighter that has 15 fights. It's basically essentially what you would be trying to do with Bob Arum versus the PBC. So it's been around too long. Nobody in the game. I mean, Don King's still sticking his nose in there somewhere, but he's not involved like Arum. So nobody's in the game that's highly involved like the Oscars, the DeBellas, the De La Hoya, the Eddie Hearn. None of these guys been around nowhere close to Bob Arum and his organization. So, like, he's got them mashed up, bro. I mean,
yeah, I think the second longest guy is at this point is maybe Frank Warren. I don't know if you think Barry Hearn is still involved, but Frank Warren is definitely right.
Frank Warren.
And Bob Arum got Frank. Yeah, and Bob Arum got Frank Warren involved. Like him and Shelly Finn, like Anyway, they're Bob's old school. PBC is 5 years old. PBC is 5 years old.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like you can't compare. You can't really make that comparison because Bob Arum been doing this shit for way too long, bro. So I mean, I would have to say you're right about that, but I just think it's an unfair comparison because they don't even have enough time in. It's like comparing a rookie to LeBron James and shit.
Yeah, they've been around 6 times as long.
Right. All small towns even have boxing gyms and UFC now, so all good in the long run for people. Yep. I'm glad for both sports because I'm a fan of both. So when boxing fucking around, then I got the UFC. When UFC fucking around, and you best believe it's gonna look. It's smooth sailing. Not even really smooth sailing right now, but everything is running and cruising. But Dana White is heading into some troubles, man. Y'all trust and believe that because Dana White's greedy, and that greed is going to catch up to him. Mark, I don't know what happened, but come back in. That greed is going to catch up to him. You know what I'm saying? My man G Boogie in the building. What's good with you, G Boogie? Let me see who else we got. Swag City done stepped up in the building. What's up, Swag City? Appreciate you coming through. Damn, man, I'm way behind. How the fuck I keep falling so far behind on the damn chats? Raider, what's up? P, what's up with you? What's up, P?
Yo, what's up? Yeah, what are you saying anyway? What are we talking about?
Fight camp. The fights that night, how you feel the event went. You know, I think it was a pretty successful event. I like the atmosphere. I think Hearn did a good job. I love Cheeseman. So, you know, I think it was good.
Yeah.
Shit. That's basically what I'm talking about. And then, like, Eddie Hearn plans for the future for that place. He put out, you know, some plans they may be considering, you know, a reality show and things like that, annual event and a regular summer thing where they're going to be throwing fights every summer. Just talking about those type of things. So just that's what we're discussing right now.
Yeah, it was a successful one. There was a couple of good fights. I like the Fabio Wardley fight. You know, he's doing all right. He's not ready for the top fights yet, but, you know, he's looking good so far. Cheese and Egg, them two, like, you know, it was like quite a close fight. In the end, you know, Cheese, you know, edged it out. So, you know, the event was all right. I think they can do like, if they can get like a couple of thousand seats in the garden, I think they can do more events in there. Because even like, you know, the ring walks, everything was all good. You know, it was successful. I can't be hating on them. You know what I mean? You know, well done to the Hearns. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Raider, what do you think, man? What do you think about fight camp? Hearn set up.
What up? How's it going?
What's good, fam?
Buenos dias to everybody on the panel.
Hey, what's up, Raider?
What was the question?
I said the fight camp. Eddie Hearn showing, you know, his venue behind the backyard deal. What do you think about it? How you think it went?
I saw, which fight did I see? I saw one fight on there, and then I had to do some other shit. But I mean, it looked pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. It's all right, I guess.
So you didn't watch but one fight on the card?
Yeah, I saw one fight. I forgot which one it was. It was I think Eggington and Cheeseman, I think.
Yeah, well, that was a good fight. I like Cheeseman in that fight. Who did you pick in that fight, Egg or Cheeseman?
I had Cheeseman. I picked everybody correct this weekend except the George and what's the other dude's name? The Argentinian dude.
Yeah, I think I missed two as well.
I missed one.
Yeah, I missed two. I missed two also.
Yeah, I think I missed two as well.
And then the other dude was winning too. The other dude was beating George, and George ended up knocking that fool out and something like that, almost a second of the last round. So,
Johnny Boy in the building. What you think about the card, Johnny Boy?
Which card are we talking?
Fight Camp, Eddie Hearn special.
They suck.
Oh,
let me. I got a D. If you don't mind, I don't mean to switch it up, but I have an announcement to make. A small little announcement, real quick. Okay, I've been trying to drop D a super chat since the stream started. I just got my new card in the mail from the bank, so until I get it fixed up, I've been on the fucking phone with the bank screaming at the guy. So until further notice, all the bets are off because I can't get my new fucking card on here. So that's all. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. But
Johnny Boy, in the description, because some people have been giving me, and everybody in the description, I've been getting some DMs. There's been some people that want to donate, but I don't know, for some countries or some reason somewhere, they can't use super chat either. So I'll put it in the description because I don't really like to plaster it all over the. Yeah. But I did put it in the description box my PayPal and the Speak Your Mind PayPal, Speak Your Mind Sports Talk Cash App. So if y'all have PayPal or Cash App, y'all want to donate to the Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family, I'm starting to leave that in the description because people have been asking me about it. And y'all know I don't really sit up here and be like, hey, donate to me. But people have been asking to donate to the Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family. So I put that in the description box just in case I can't use the super chat feature.
And I just brought that up because I know I got $20 on this fight with this guy. I got $10 on this fight with this guy. So until I get it straightened out, just hang tight. That's all I want. That's not to change subjects, Steve.
So Johnny Boy said, y'all gonna get your money. Just chill out.
Yeah, I gotta get this fucking. I gotta get this shit fixed. Yeah, I was screaming at the bank, dude. I'm screaming at the computer screen. I'm fucking trying my best over here. So it's
all good, fam. It's all good. But what do you think about the card? You said it sucked. You didn't like
who's fighting?
Fight Camp. Just the card, like in general, because Bob Hearn put on 2 trash cards. I'm just trying to like the success of the venue because Eddie Hearn, this is a private venue. He didn't go find a place. So I just want to talk about, how we think he did because he has plans for it. He felt it was successful. I thought it was successful. I'm just trying to get you guys' opinions on it.
With Cheeseman and Eggington?
Yeah, and Jordan Gill and those fights.
Oh, I didn't even watch that fucking thing. None of those things. None of that piqued my interest. I didn't even bother to watch it. You tell me when White.
Where's the love for boxing, man?
You know what?
You ain't even watched the card. I didn't watch the card live, Johnny Boy, because I was doing the Lakers versus the Toronto game. I think you slid in there, so I didn't watch the card live, but I did watch the fights later. Man, gotta watch the fights, Johnny Boy.
Well, I kind of lost faith after I watched that fucking Tremaine Williams and Leo fight. Everybody was bigging this up like it was fucking Salvador Sanchez versus Wilfredo Gomez. I turned it on and it was a fucking dud. So I kind of lost faith there for a second. But it depends who's on the card. Just tell me when White and Povetkin are fighting. That's all I want to know. Or Linares and Fortuna. That's all I want.
Yeah, YC is damn near impossible. You just gotta go. You gotta use the analytics, and I hate using analytics to determine who's gonna win or lose a fight. I don't like to do that, man. And Champ Ross tries to put up fights though, but sometimes he still got to fill out a card, right? So sometimes we get that. And it's 50-50 with me. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. If I can't see at least some highlights of a guy, I'm fucked. It's just a pick 'em fight for me. I gotta at least see something from the guy. And some of those fighters, man, I don't know where the hell Champ Ross finding these guys. Even when you go on BoxRec, those motherfuckers don't even have a picture. It's just an empty picture with a question mark.
Yeah.
Name and shit. So as soon as you see that, you know it's a slim chance you're gonna find any film on them. They don't even have a picture on BoxRec. It's terrible.
I get that's again. Just like we had that talk the one time about the guys, some of the guys from the 30s and like, dude, I got to be able to see the fucker. Don't tell me he's going to kick everybody's ass and I can't even watch the son.
Yeah. You got to see how at least it'll fight with somebody in that. It's just like, okay, so you got a fighter moving up in weight, right? Well, most of the guys back then were smaller than the guys in the weight now. So if you got a guy that's moving up in weight, you got to get a look at him in that weight class, right? You got to see how he fares in that weight class. It will basically, to me, be the same thing. It would be the same exact thing, because when you look at heavyweights way back then, what was some of them like 205, 196 and shit like that? So how the fuck we don't know how they would do?
Yeah.
Guys in this era, the heavyweights, unless we see them in the ring with these heavyweights in this era, we can't really judge that. So I'm with you on that, Johnny boy.
My old man always is like, every time I'm like, yo, Pop, just for example, who you got, Leonard or Floyd in a fight? He'll be like, nah, don't compare the eras, different eras. And I even
down immediately.
Yeah, he shut that shit down. He said, even like, I'm like, yo, Pops. I was like, yo, Pops, who's a better running back, Jim Brown or Marshall Falk? He's like, Marshall Falk had to break his way through a bunch of 6'5" brothers. Jim Brown was playing against a bunch of 160-pound white guys.
That's a true. That's a true. I mean, that's true. That's what people don't take. When it comes to boxing and stuff, when it comes to boxing and stuff, people don't take that into account, man. They don't take into account like the level. It's like with boxing, it's the level of competition, right? And I always say this about Rocky Marciano. Yeah, the dude had a chin out of this world. That you can't take away from him. That dude's chin was like a slab of steel. You just punching at something that you're not gonna hurt. But some of the competition he fought, bro, was like dudes he called that lived down the street. Hey, you want to make a couple $1,000 to come fight me? You know what I'm saying? That's what he was getting in the ring. So unless we see Rocky Marciano fight a Mike Tyson, how the fuck could you say he would beat him?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what kills me when, like, I see these dudes making these fantasy videos, like fucking, okay, who would have won in a fight? Wilder or Joe Louis? Well, dude, Wilder's a foot taller than Joe Louis. Joe Louis 5'11". He's my size, man.
How you doing, sis? Good morning. Got Jessica in the building. All right, let's get back on topic. So this idea of what do y'all guys think if he's going to start? I think it'll be a good thing for boxing, but he's talking about potentially starting like a reality show. Sort of like the Contender, the Ultimate Fighter, and using that platform there as the catalyst. What y'all think about that? Pete, what you think about that idea? You there, Pete?
Well, bringing someone in.
Somebody got feedback. That might be smoke. Yeah. I say, yeah, that's P with the feedback. P, you got a little feedback, but I was asking you, what do you think about the idea that Eddie Hearn has concerning using that fight camp for a reality show? You know, up and coming boxers and all of that, sort of like the Contender or Ultimate Fighter. What do you think about that idea? Yeah, that's Johnny boy, Jessica.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You know, why don't we? Yeah, I was on mute when I wasn't speaking. So basically, yeah, it's a good idea. You know, just bring in some prospects. Let's see what they can do, and then if they're good, they can go to the higher stage. You know, so yeah, the platform what Eddie Hearn has set up looks good. You know what I mean? So why not just do like some sort of contenders and stuff like that? Yeah, I'm with it.
I'm with it too. I think it'll bring a lot of attention to the sport, and it'll give us a look at some of these upcoming fighters. That's why I like these because UFC, the Ultimate Fighter, a lot of these guys have seen success. I mean, one thing about it, you got a lot of upcoming fighters that's thirsty. So these guys go through wars early. You know what I mean? They go through wars early. Now, it may not be the top level guys, but it's giving them an idea of the hell that they're going to go through. Because if you're going to go through a war with this guy at a low level, you know what you got to prepare yourself for. And a lot of those fights are exciting because some of these guys just get in there and go to wailing on the punches. And It's not the most technique like what Smoke would like to see, but damn sure get to see a lot of hard punches landed. It's just the excitement of it. I think it brings something back to boxing. Johnny boy, what you think about the reality show that Hearn is thinking about starting there?
I think he should be putting more focus into Usyk's career than he should be a reality show and some of these other guys. I'm not being a smart ass neither. I'm serious. He should be focusing his attention to what actually matters. In my opinion. I mean, you guys can't get fucking AJ in the ring. You can't get Canelo in the ring. You can't get Usyk in the ring. You can't get Chocolatito Estrada in the ring, which kills me because so check this out. You had $7 million to throw Mikey to fight the fucking old Jesse Vargas, but you can't give Chocolatito $1 million to get in there with an Estrada rematch, which is the biggest fight in that weight in Superfly. Like, really?
Yeah. Mark, I will go right to you, Mark, because I think maybe you was having technical difficulties. But what do you think about Eddie's idea of potentially having like a reality show and using that fight camp as the stage for that? What do you think about
Good luck to him. Good luck to him. Fair play. Why not?
Yeah.
That's what I think. Why not?
Yeah.
Unless he does it, I don't care.
True that. Top Corey made a good point. He said, doesn't matter the format. If the fighters are not capturing the imagination of the people, it won't work. That's a good point. It doesn't matter the venue, the ambiance, and all of that. He's going to have to make sure that it's something that's interesting. Because for a little while there, Ultimate Fighter had fell off. And then they had to do something to get the interest of the people back. So Dana White said, I know what I want to do. I'm going to start inviting superstar coaches, and then I'm going to start inviting certain fighters coming up, and he piqued the interest back. So Eddie Hearn's going to have to find a way to keep people interested, or just like Croy said, it just won't work if not. Zorro's 2-time in the building. What's good with you, fam? Best of the best. And this is why you shouldn't compare our work to Bob. Yeah, I'm simply not feeling Al Hammond. Yeah, I know best of the best do not like the PVC foolery. I tell you.
That's my boy right there. That's my boy right
there. Yeah, best of the best don't play
that. Right. So if Eddie's gonna go around biting people's ideas, like let him bite the idea that you put some fights on free TV. Like you're gonna go ahead and do a contender series. Listen.
That's business. You look at Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. They all look at Walmart, Kmart. They all bite off another idea and revamp it. That's business.
Somebody got some.
I get it. But just realize that when your guy from we saw what happened when Charlo fought a contender guy, right? Like that guy is not respected in any way, shape, or form because he came up from the reality TV show. So let's see if those fighters A, get any respect, and B, if he's gonna do I think that if he's gonna have a show like this, he should definitely put it on free TV so that we get more boxing on free TV.
I think it probably will be, but let me tell you something. This is going to depend on, and you make a good point about those boxers that win the damn thing getting any respect. This is going to depend on their team and how they move them up through boxing. Because with Dana White, those guys that come into boxing come into the UFC from the Ultimate Fighter, he sends them up the ladder. You don't just thrash them in there and throw them in the wrong fight. So he does a decent job with that, sending them up the ladder. And if they prove and they prove and they prove, but he doesn't baby them. He doesn't Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerby them with Tank Davis. No, he doesn't do that. But he moves them up. So if these guys from Eddie Hearn's show, if boxing does them right, it's a good chance. It was no reason for Brandon Adams to be in there with Charlo. That was stupid.
Yo, Smoke just dropped a low-key missile right there. He said if you're going to be biting Styles, why don't you put some free That was a good one.
I know.
That was a good one, Smoke.
Shots like a fighter pilot right there.
Yeah, that was that low key missile, bro. That was a submarine shot under the water right there, bro. You didn't even see it coming.
Yeah, 819 Warren said Hearn is one of the best promoters in PBC fangirl. A lot of PBC people don't like Eddie Hearn. They don't like him, but I think he's one of the better promoters, and he in my opinion, like I said earlier on this live, right now, Hearn's the man. That's my opinion on it. Eddie Hearn is the man. You can argue all you want, but right now, Hearn is shaking it up. What's good? Get this smoke. I mean, he said, what get this smoke doesn't understand is with free TV, you get fighters that don't cost a lot. You will complain more about shitty fights. Eddie has story.
On free TV, you get fighters that don't cost a lot. I think that has to do with the network's budget. On free TV, you get fighters. First off, there's only one organization that's putting fights on free TV, and it's the PBC on Fox. And the budget that they have to put those fights on, one would think that the fighters are not coming cheap. And the budget has to be going somewhere, right?
Yeah, but I think that's Zorro's point. That if you don't pay, then you get these fighters that are of low level, and then
Yeah, but they are paying. That's the point. Is that they are paying. That's why the fighters are going over there, right?
No.
It's not like
no. Just like you always correct people. That's the zone, and it's the zone that's throwing out all that freaking money. We don't know what Matchroom is. They just assume that just because Eddie Hearn's involved, all the money's being tossed around. He's tossing around the zone money, not Matchroom. The Matchroom project.
Yeah. I mean, I got it. That's what I'm saying. Is if the network is paying, then what are we talking about, right? And it's not like the zone is putting on free fights, but Fox is. Fox, like one of the arguments, and again, we don't know how much Charlo was making, but apparently $7 million wasn't enough for him to jump from Fox, right? He's going, or he's not. It wasn't enough for him to jump from Fox and the Showtime deal. They're definitely enjoying that budget increase, from what we can see from the outside looking in.
That's the Iron Cone, right? Right, Smoke? That was the Iron Cone's to comment.
No, it was about the free fights. Okay, I mean about the cheap fighter.
Well, Iron Cone said false Smoke. Charlo got shit because he's a well-advanced fighter. Reality show, and not an actual top player. He was the shit for that.
Right, that's fine. That's a different conversation. For me, that is part of the downside of getting corporate money, because you'll get these guys, conceivably, they're going to be fighting guys like this for top dollar, right? And another downside to this corporate money is, the morals clauses. You're going to get a lot of, milk toast inside the box guys. But I think that with fans, fans' interest will always be about, the best fighting the best, and also authenticity. So even in a highly corporatized environment, I think we'll still get really good fights between really proficient and high, crafty fighters, as well as people who are breaking the corporate model of staying and doing the right thing in every circumstance.
Yeah. Amart says, was Vosdick better BF that free Smoke?
I don't remember if Vosdick and Better BF was free or not. I don't remember what it was on.
It was free, goddammit.
Where was it on? Where was it on? Wait a minute. It was on free for who? Who broadcasted that fight? I remember watching it. I don't remember who broadcasted.
I know I didn't pay for it.
I mean, but whether or not I paid for it is a different conversation than whether or not it was a free fight.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Go look it up on the internet right quick. Somebody do got an echo, but I think it was you, Smoke. But Eddie Hearn, Boxing Island, do it in the Bahamas or something. Yeah, but he's going to do it right in the backyard of that family home. That's the plan. And it's gonna be a seasonal and annual thing, not gonna be an all year thing, game changer. You're gonna have good weather for that venue there. Pink Panther in the building. What's good with you, fam? 819 says, Smoke, why is Tank versus Santa Cruz pay-per-view? Why isn't it free? Smoke. Why?
Why? I don't know, but probably because they feel like they can make some money. It's not like every fight is supposed to be free, and PBC Showtime is not free at all. It's a subscription service.
Yeah, but that support was Smoking said because that was PBC. Chopstick. Besides a few people who really paid for Tank Davis.
I'm back, D.
Who? Wait. What are you saying here? Oh, you said besides a few people. Oh, yeah. I don't know, like Vinny. I don't think a lot of people paying for that fight, man. That fight, in my opinion, not going to be successful. That's just my opinion. We'll see. I doubt I'm wrong on that. I don't think Leo Santa Cruz and Tank Davis is going to fight a whole lot of shit, bro. I mean, get a whole lot of buys. What do y'all think about that?
Yeah,
what you think about that? Johnny Boy.
I doubt it. I don't think so.
Hold on. Let Johnny Boy go first on this one. What you think about that Leon Santa Cruz Tank fight? How you
Man, okay, let me tell you.
Just the sell, Johnny Boy, the selling point. I know it's a fight. I don't want to watch that shit neither. I just want to get your opinion on how much that fight gonna sell. Okay,
all right. Now here's my 2 thoughts on this. Everybody listening, don't buy the fucking thing. We want it. We want it to plummet because then they'll put fights on free television. Go watch Khabib and Gaethje that night and fuck these dudes. That's not a pay-per-view worthy fight. The only one I can accept Spence and Danny. I can accept the Charlo card. I can't accept that on pay-per-view. That's fugazi. Nah. But what do I think it'll do? Buys? 100?
That wasn't my echo, Mark. That was smoke.
100, 150?
Yeah, at best. I don't think it's going to do well. I'm going to tell you one buy they won't get, and that's mine. They ain't getting my buy. I'm not buying that shit. I'm probably not watching it. I'm going to look at the replays. I'll probably do a basketball game or something during that card. You know what? I'm going to watch that card. Isn't that on the same card with the Charlos and shit?
Yeah, I'm probably going to get
no, I'm going to watch that card. No, that's a good card. Yeah,
I'll probably end up buying for the Charlo one just because I can get a little card game going and shit. And it's at the end of summer, so run it. But
a couple of people over to watch.
Yeah,
I ain't buying it, but I'm buying it, but I'm not gonna have no one over. But I might do commentary on the fights though.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I might do a live on the fights. That would be cool. Tone, he said a lot of people hate Eddie. A lot of people hate Bob. A lot of people hate Al. Personally speaking, I hate Mick Hennessy for no particular reason. Yeah, that's true, bro. It's hate all around. That's true. What's up, Dragon Leg? Boxing Virus, free ESPN, Smoke. Free. You understand, Smoke? Oh, Smoke went off. I'm talking shit. ESPN2 or ESPN, yeah, that's what Boxing Virus said. Yeah, it was free. Smoke knew it was free. Smoke knew it was free. Jessica said, why does Better BF only have a couple of fights at age 30? So, because nobody want to fight him. They ain't trying to go in there getting knocked out.
That's because he had a lengthy amateur career. And then when he turned pro, he wasn't very active. So that's why that is.
Yeah, and nobody want to fight him.
Canelo.
Nobody makes sense anyway. You need to take that Better BF fight. What's up with the Better BF Bevel fight? What's up with that, Mark?
Huh?
So what's up with Better BF Bevel?
Better BF has a mandatory in May.
Okay. What that mean?
He's got a fight with Fang Long Meng.
They need to start talking about that fight. That fight need to happen.
They were talking about a pre-COVID. They were hoping that it was going to take place September this year over in Russia. And then when COVID happened, like he wasn't going to be able to get his mandatory out of the way, so they weren't going to be able to propagate the fight. That's what's happened.
Okay. See? That's why you gotta explain to me, Mark. I can't keep up with everything like you, man. That's why I be asking you when you get on here. I'm not being sarcastic. Sometimes I just really don't know, and I know you up on it.
They said that they're going to try and get Beterbiev in his mandatory in there at the end of September. You know, keep your fingers crossed because that don't mean shit. But somebody needs to shut their car door.
Yeah.
Let's get this Smoke. I got him. I got you, Smoke. Don't worry about it. No,
If I start making too much noise, let me know, because like I'm on a tram right now, but there was no beeping from me. It hasn't started yet.
No. It's Smoke got the echo. Smoke got the car alarm.
But yeah, they said they're going to try and have him in his mandatory at the end of September. Hopefully that falls through and happens, and we get that out of the way. You know, so. Yeah.
Well, Zudo, yo, I don't like that fight for Zudo. I like Zudo Ramirez, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna hit him up too and say, Zudo, it's too late. Is that fight set in stone, Zudo Ramirez and Bivol?
It should
No,
be.
it's not. He's just saying Zurdo and Bivol are running from Beterbiev towards Canelo.
Yeah, but I heard Zurdo and Bivol might be fighting.
I didn't hear that. I didn't see on.
Yeah, I gotta find the link. I'm gonna send you the link, Mark.
Okay.
I sure read that, and I don't like that fight. I don't like that fight for Zudo Ramirez.
I think either one of them beat the fuck out of it. I'm here. His new nickname is Gordo Ramirez. Gordo.
Man, cut it out, man. Cut it out. I want to see Zudo Ramirez fight Alida Alvarez.
I think.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna happen because he ran away from Top Rank. Like, as soon as he was told, "Hey, you got to actually fight some people. You're entered into this tournament." He wants to buy his way out of his contract and run away. I always wanted to see Zurdo succeed, but he lost all faith for me when that happened, man. You can't excuse that.
I think what Top D. This is just my opinion. This is just my opinion, D. But I think what Top Rank is planning to do is they're going to have a leader Alvarez Joe Smith fight. Beterbiev will get his mandatory out of the way, and then the winner of a leader Alvarez and Joe Smith will fight Beterbiev.
I would like to see either of those guys fight Beterbiev, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Beterbiev, but I wouldn't mind seeing. What do you think about that? Smoke Beterbiev, Alvarez, or Beterbiev and Smith?
Beterbiev Alvarez, or Smith.
Right.
And Alvarez, you're talking about a leader or Canelo?
Yeah, a leader Alvarez. I know everyone would want to see Canelo get beat up by Beterbiev. I'm talking about a leader Alvarez and Beterbiev.
That's a good fight. Yeah, I want to see that. And then the other one was Smith, Callum Smith,
Joe Smith.
Oh, Joe Smith. I'm whatever. That last fight, that Heart fight was absolute guard. I don't know. The Bivol fight was all right. Yeah, I'd rather see a leader. I'd rather see a leader. Better be.
But Smoke, Jesse Hart is difficult. I mean,
he's difficult to watch.
He's a difficult opponent, Smoke. Stop it. He's always a difficult opponent. He's not easy.
He's not easy. But after that fight, I'm not high on either guy. I'm not. Yeah, Joe Smith is. Listen, Joe Smith's claim to fame is knocking Bernard Hopkins out of the ropes, basically retiring Bernard Hopkins. He hasn't really done anything. I'm just not. Joe Smith's all right.
I'll tell you this one thing I do agree with you on, Smoke, with that Zudo Ramirez Jesse Hart fight. If Beterbiev planted the shots on Zudo Ramirez that Jesse Hart did, night. Because he was getting caught with some clean shots from Jesse Hart.
I think it's
Beterbiev hit him with those shots, man. He going to sleep, fam.
I think it's fair to say. Should a leader get past Joe Smith? I think it's fair to say he's the third best light heavyweight in the world. Dude's got Kovalev, Pascal, and soon to be Joe Smith on his resume. So that ain't bad.
Yeah. All right, guys. I got a basketball game in about 10 minutes, so I got to shut this down. Work. So give me some closing thoughts real quick.
Yeah, Matchroom. But all these guys are heating up. Glad to see boxing coming back. I expected that people be a lot more appreciative than they are. Apparently, the same old divisions are still there. The same old partisanship is still there. But hopefully at some point we can all just enjoy the sport that we love, right?
No doubt. Smoke. I always appreciate you, fam. Man.
Right back at you, man. Peace, peace, guys.
All right, dog. Johnny boy. Some closing thoughts, fam.
My closing thoughts are these. Get Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia made. Get AJ back in the ring. Get Canelo back in the ring. Get Usyk Chisora made and quit fucking around to Eddie Hearn. Fuck your Ultimate Fighter bite off shit and get back to the shit that matters. Thanks for having me on, D. Salute, brother.
All right, peace out, Johnny boy, my man. You always welcome, dog. You know that. Chopstick stepped in the building right when I'm getting ready to step out. Appreciate you, Chopstick. Appreciate all you guys came through for Speak Your Mind Sports Talk Live Daily. Look, guys, y'all know Speak Your Mind Sports Talk, so I'm getting ready to do Toronto Raptors versus the Miami Heat coming up. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.